I don't know how long this video is going to be, but in the 2 seconds that I was looking into the new Create Enchantment Industries mod, I'm already confused. So I think you'll find this at least a little bit entertaining. To give you a little context, I am trying to upgrade my XP farm and auto enchanting farm to the new Create 6.0 enchanting setup, and as you can see, this is a lot different than what I'm used to. I'm used to normal blaze enchanters, and not these things. And I honestly don't know how to get them or what these are for. Enchanting levels. Can we put efficiency 30 on stuff? Because, oh my god, I'm gonna explode. That's insane. No way. Okay, we need to look into Create Enchantment Industries. There are a couple of new items. Let me get them all dropped out onto the floor here, and then we can get started on looking at them. This first one is an Experience Hatch. I think that's just gonna be the item hatchet a little bit different. Experience Lantern. I don't know what's going on with this. Block of super experience, block of normal experience. The nuggets of each of those look so much better than the original whatever super experience thing. I don't even know if there was a nugget of super experience, I'm gonna be honest. And then there's mechanical grindstones, which are, I think, the new disenchanter. Printer, which is it's the exact same. This thing's stupid, but maybe there's just some new functionality in it. It looks a little bit cooler, I will say. Ooh, there's a filter. Maybe that was there before. I don't remember. There's a blaze enchanter, which we've already seen. A blaze forge, which I have no idea what it does. And then how many more items? Like 40 billion? How do I know? Get out of there. 40 billion. A bottle of enchanting. Wait, a bucket o enchanting. Enchanting template. Super enchanting template. Smithing template. Wait, is that what it's called? Smithing template, I guess so. And then cake o enchanting and a cake slice o enchanting. I don't know what any of these mean. So I'm gonna be looking, I think just at the mod page, seeing what's new. What in the world? How does this work? Can I enchant something with level 30? Because that's gonna be insane. But let's, I think, start with the experience hatch. I suspect this one is going to be pretty straightforward. Right click, shift right click, get it in and out. Epic. How in the world do you set a filter? That's kind of sick. That's a little epic. That's pretty epic sauce. You can set how many experience points you want to go in there at a time. I'm a big fan of that. That's pretty sick. The Experience Lantern has experience in it. I need to look at the tutorial on what in the world this is for. So, Experience Lanterns absorb XP from players and things in the area. It just stole it all from me. So if, do all my XP. And then in survival, I'm at level 11. How close do I have to be? A block away? Oh. It steals so much of it! And then if I can somehow... No. I was hoping I could maybe figure out how to just get the XP balls, but I assume if the XP balls go there, then that also works. This thing also allegedly works on contraptions. So if we like have a portable storage interface or a contraption maybe kills a mob, this can pick it up and light up. I don't really know what the use of this is for, since it takes the experience from, let's say, a fluid tank. And yeah, I don't know if it can go back in there, but I guess it's something. Oh, and you break it, you get the XP back. That's actually good to know. The block of super experience is a new way to get stuff, I think. This can then be crushed into, yeah, this thing, a super enchanting template. I'm assuming. Can I use this item as a template? Let's ponder this blaze enchanter, because I think we're confused. Can enchant, oh, in template enchanting mode, they can enchant templates. It's used to produce only enchantments supported by the... You're going too fast! I am officially confused. If you give this guy a blaze enchanter, or if you give the blaze enchanter a Keiko enchanting, it will be able to enchant something. If I give it a chest plate, and I'm gonna do gold in here, level 1. It's gonna do something. What are you doing? Oh! OSHA violation. I should not have let that happen. That's a violation. Okay, that one was on me, slightly. Let's bump you up again. Grab this back, and we need a lightning rod, since lightning will strike these guys anytime they do an enchantment thing. So let's keep it at 0. Let's see what 0 does. Are you not going to do anything? Okay, I've officially decided it's not going to do anything until we bump this up to 1, and I was totally correct. Okay, yeah, now it's doing something. I'm real curious on what's going to happen. And also, I don't know what the projectile protection 2? I am lost. Let's do 60. What does level 60 give us? With a gold chest plate. I don't know why gold, but I think it doubles this number? Who knows? Is this going to give me projectile protection level 61? Thorns 3. Why do I need to do 60? I don't get it. What does the forge do? I suspect this can upgrade to netherite? Blaze forger, which functions like an anvil. provide a liquid experience to activate it. Ooh, it repairs it with no repair cost. So that's like mending on a belt. Can also merge enchantment templates. That seems pretty useful. Is able to apply enchantment templates to items. That makes sense. But it gets rid of that template. So let's give this Blaze Enchanter just normal experience. Let's give it a chest plate, set it to 30, and we'll put a chest plate on top. Do you do anything? No. Okay, so I'm guessing the Blaze Enchanter can only enchant these enchanting templates. I don't know what the difference is here. Let's do a normal one, see what happens. And then let's also do a super enchanted one to see what happens there. We get... Oh, is this saying this is a level 30 enchantment? So they made it random, which honestly kind of defeats the point of this thing. Because if I get a different thing than protection, is that worth my time? I don't really think so. And I actually, it is still worth my time, but like, why make it random? I guess that's still useful. What do you do? Okay, you can't put a super enchanted one on there, but what's the point of the chestplate type? They said gold, like in this thing, they said that doing gold was better for whatever reason. Different materials and template item types will produce different enchantments. Because golden chest armor has better enchantability compared to diamond. Oh, I see. Some enchantments will not appear if the enchantment level is too high. I'm not entirely sure what that means. Is gold chestplates, are they more likely to be enchanted? What I'm guessing is the Blaze Enchanter will auto-enchant something with something on it. So if you put a tool in here, you'll get something that can enchant on a tool. And it's one item, and that's something. The forge over here, let's grab you. Let's put you next door. And this will combine templates if we wanted to. So this is protection and unbreaking. I suspect we'll get a combo one with prot and unbreaking on it. Yep, there we go. And I'm hoping, if I give you this, what's going on? I have no idea. Let's just route this in the worst way that you could imagine. There we go. Give this guy a bunch of XP. Oh, you can see. Oh, you can see it's going into the light thing. Yeah, we were talking about that earlier. Let me get a depot real quick. Put you here. That's too high. Here. And then we have our enchantment template with prot and unbreaking in it. There's still so much XP flying around me. Go to you. Go to this guy. Oh, is it full? It's full. Killer. We have a blank enchanting template. If I put this on the printer. Oh man, I gotta look up the printer too. Oh wait, you could change package patterns? Cool. Wait, but it doesn't work on enchanting templates? I hate to say this, in the current method and fashion, it feels like the Blaze Enchanter is now useless. And now you just want to do the printer and the Blaze Forger in a system. Okay, you guys can get picked up, please. In this current setup, unless I'm doing something wrong, it feels like the Blaze Enchanter is useless. And the Blaze Forger and printer are going to be the way to go moving forward. Since this now uses up potentially a book or something, let's actually make sure that this can even take books, because if it doesn't, I'm going to cry. Because then what's the point of any of this? Fairly confident it can. Let me just quickly get a tool because it's efficiency. If this works, this doesn't feel like it's useful, other than it can get things that are high level. But how do you use these? I hope I can be able to duplicate this, because otherwise, what am I? I'm just full gambling on something? This isn't going to work. Okay, so the printer is still useless, and they just made enchanting a lot harder. This isn't helpful, since it's random question mark. I actually haven't tested it, to be fair. Let's do 100 of these. I'm gonna make a quick setup here where we have some belts going over this, and do 100 of these and see what we get. That one put protection on it again. That's not how it works. Oh boy. Can you not automate it? What's going on? Okay, it's possible that mechanical arms are the only thing that actually power this, which I don't know if I like, but maybe it'll be automatable then? Extract from, deposit to. All right, let's hope mechanical arms work. Okay. It's kind of annoying that you can't just do it yourself, but that's fine. It kind of makes sense, I suppose. Thorns 2 on a level 30 enchantment. It's not even consistent. Oh boy, it's random and not consistent. Surely I'm doing this wrong. Surely I'm doing this wrong. Let me quickly watch the Create Enchantment Industries 2.0 Ponder Menu tutorial, whatever thing, and see if they're saying something different. I am back from watching the video and it didn't tell me anything. It seems like nobody really knows how this works, but there was something I did test with, what if I just put a chestplate on this thing and it looks like it actually does start enchanting it. So I want to see what happens here. Oh, it looks like it actually did enchant. Is it consistent? Thorns 2. I swear there's Thorns 3. Yeah, there is. What's the deal with Thorns 2? Okay, hold on. Maybe the templates are consistent and I got ahead of myself. We do need to set a item in there for the template to actually work. If you're not setting an item here, you just have to enchant the items themselves, which is actually good to know. I'm really consistent. I'm gonna run this a lot. Do I have carpet installed? I think I do. 3 days. Let's speed this thing up. It's not consistent. It's, oh, I hate it. It's unlikely to get multiple, so that's something. It seems like you do consistently, though, get just these 3 and not any differences in enchantments from these, which is good. This basically means we can consistently get prot 4 and unbreaking 3 using golden chest plates, and then we can use the grindstones to grind these back down into lame ones, which I guess is fine. What's really interesting is that we get prot and thorns just as often as we get normal thorns, and kind of the same with thorns and unbreaking, which is really interesting. We get almost 50% more prot than we do unbreaking. What kind of things can we put just unbreaking on? Because unbreaking, we're going to use the most of, probably a shield. I wonder what the answer to that is, because if we can get a consistent unbreaking only, that would be really sick. What if I change this? What do we get? Consistent unbreaking 3. The shield is a go-to. Good to know. Shield, consistent unbreaking 3 is legendary. We can't get mending. How do you get mending on stuff? I don't think we can automate that as of right now. As of right now, meaning my current knowledge of the game and not... This is really good. Unbreaking 3 consistently is S tier. If we can keep this up with at least some of the other enchantments like mending, like this is a really niche use for a shield, and I actually really like it. I was going to title this video, "The New Create Enchantment Industries is out and I hate it." It still might be called that, but this is at least clever. Like, if there was a way to do everything, it would be smart. But I really don't think there is. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna pause this. I'm gonna line up a bunch of these. All right, let's try this again. So we have our control with shields that do in fact work. All of these are working. So now let's try to tick warp up and we'll see what we get out of all of these. This test is still going on, but let's check in on everything. So yeah, our shield is all unbreaking. Same with Elytra. Same with that, and I think that was our thing on a stick. Same with the flint and steel. This is our fishing rod that is different every time. That was kind of expected. Ooh. Oh, this is our enchanted book. Yeah, this was one that I was really interested in seeing. This is just literally enchanting a book, which is kind of a fail. So I think we can already cut you off since you're not going to be that helpful for us. This is our mace, which actually is pretty consistent among the 3. I mean, if you need a bunch of mace enchantments, that can be something. And then this is our helmet. Again, we have a lot of protection and unbreaking, but then a lot of other stuff here. Yeah, this is... automating this is going to be a tough one. It seems like unbreaking is pretty doable and the rest are a little bit more challenging. So in order to automate this, we need to get kind of every enchantment, and then once we have those enchantments, let's say here, we'll need to sort them between the ones that we care about somehow. But then once we've done that, we bring it over to our Blaze Forge, which will then combine that enchantment with the tool that we care about, and then we'll be good. But I do think, and we should probably try this, what's interesting is that I think when we were doing the chest plate, it wasn't giving us anything other than normal protection, but maybe it did give us projectile protection, and I'm misremembering. Yeah, so it does look like we're only getting normal protection on level 30. What if we do 29? What happens? Fire protection. That is a different one. It feels like we're getting a lot more fire protection. Is that how the game works? I'm assuming that it is. Let's quickly also. I want to just check this. Let's do a prot 6 and fire prot, or prot 4 and fire prot 4. Does this give us both? Because I think maybe it should. Nah, it doesn't look like it. Okay. Let me get a experience cake. Keiko enchanting. Okay, so the bottom one is the hyper experience enchanting thing. So that's good to know. And if this is ever gonna work, it's not. So you can't combine enchantments on a Blaze Forge. What if you were to get a chest plate and fire protection? So I have fire protection on this. Will normal protection also go on it? No, I swear it said that it could, but maybe I'm going crazy. I just wanted to butt in and let you know that we now have merch. I love the designs. The clothes are super comfy. We have mugs and stickers as well, and you can check it out at kindlebubblegum.com. Day 2 now of working through this, and I think I've found potentially a useful solution, or at least some useful information that I think is very helpful to know. I wanted to find out what enchantability means, because I think that's kind of maybe the key to this puzzle. So I looked it up, and there is actually a thing in vanilla Minecraft about how enchantments are chosen, and it's based off of enchantment level, of course, a bit of randomness, and the enchantability of an item, which is laid out here, which is why they were saying gold is the best, because it is the most enchantable. What we're seeing here basically, our modified enchantment level, which I'll go over in a second. All that to say, choosing the template of gold actually does matter. So I've tested out all the different chestplate types. They should all give you the same enchantment if they all matter just as equally. And as we already saw, gold will give you protection every single time. All of the other ones though, even though it's at the same level 30 enchant, will sometimes give you fire protection. Fire protection is the next lowest, so it is possible to get it even though it's unlikely, and that is the same for all of the rest of them. Which means if we drop this lower, we would then get projectile protection, blast protection, etc. But then we were also told when we were doing the ponder menu for this, that the hyper experienced ones can give us swift sneak. And in that menu, swift sneak was said to, I think, go from 75 to 123 or something, which means we totally need that hyper experience. But we can also do the hyper experience one and get these legendary enchantments. So if we put in a few super enchanting templates on our armor here, we are gonna either get, at least for the chestplate, mending or unbreaking 3. And here we got unbreaking 3. If we speed this up, so that it goes just a smidge faster, you can see we got prot and mending, and here is our first mending. The lightning has got to chill out. But with golden leggings instead, we will still get prot and unbreaking, which is still good. We'll get mending. We will also start to get swift sneak. And if we double that, then we will get swift sneak 3 pretty much every single time. The only issue is that we need to give it Keiko Blaze enchanting, and sometimes it doesn't refill up the Keiko Blaze enchanting fast enough, which won't be a real issue, I think, while we're actually doing it, but it is here. So as you can see, we got every single one of those Swift Sneak 3 after we've changed it to level 60, because Swift Sneak 3 is the only thing that's higher than like 100 or so. So basically what I'm saying is we could do a bunch of math to get at least the most statistically likely for each of the ones that we care about, so that when we're building this and setting it up in all of the enchanting things at the same time, we can at least get the statistically most likely thing for our enchants, and we can always recycle them with these grindstones and stuff. I just broke it. That's gone now forever. If we wanted to just get mending and unbreaking, we can still use the shield here. That'll still work fine. And the reason we would even want protection and unbreaking here is because of over here. We can get unbreaking 4 only with the super enchanting templates, so we still need to use the super enchant here, but we can get unbreaking 4 by combining those two and getting unbreaking 4, and the same is true with prot 5. I'm curious after this though, if I do unbreaking and unbreaking 4 and prot 5, do we get both? We do. Unfortunately, there's not really a way to duplicate this, which sucks so bad. Like, I really hate it. But there's not really a way, at least to my knowledge, this just won't work. It does work with books though. So for things like mending or aqua affinity, we only need to get those once, and then we can duplicate those indefinitely with our printer here. But for anything that requires a number that we want to boost up to the advanced level, wait, I think I'm wrong. I didn't even think about this until just now, but you might be screaming at me in the comments. Maybe not, because there's honestly no info on this at all. So we have a blank enchanting thing there. Let me get a book. Actually, let's get unbreaking 3. No, it won't go. Okay, that's really interesting, because unbreaking 3 and our normal enchanting template should work. I swear I tried this. Am I going crazy? Oh, wait. It's doing an animation. I don't know why before it didn't work, but we just put unbreaking 3 on this without using this guy at all, which means put this on there, put our unbreaking 3 on there. Why did that not work that time? What's going on? That's a bug. It needs the book first. That makes no sense. I'm certain that's a bug. I don't know if this is intended functionality either, in my defense. But we've just gotten 2 unbreaking 3s. Pop it to an unbreaking 4. This is automatable. And now the printer is useful. These blaze enchanters are just as useful as an enchanting table. And maybe this mod isn't horrible, but one thing I bet you're asking, can we do 2 unbreaking 4s into an unbreaking 5? Lightning strike, cue it up. Drama. No, it doesn't work. I mean, I hope you're not surprised, because come on, get with the program. But this means we need 1 enchanted book of this flavor in order for this to work. So let's say we enchant 1 item with a super enchanting template. Can we invert a book with that? No, it doesn't seem like it. To be fair, that was unbreaking 4. If I get a more normal... Let's just do protection and mending. That doesn't seem to do anything. Is that going to invert it? Book first seems to be the rule, which is a little bit ridiculous, but I'm fairly confident that's a bug. That gives us a prot and mending enchanting book, which we can then duplicate the other way around, which we can then duplicate and get our book. There we go. We have now 2. We can put it back in the empty one of these. Book first, weird rule. I might put in a bug report for this. Oh, even more weird, it only puts 1 of them on. Oh, that's so interesting. How can we use that? I think it's random, but honestly, it doesn't matter how random it is. We can take stuff off of enchanting books and split them up. So I have luckily gotten amending and protection on the same one, which means now that we do this, we now have separately amending and separately a protection book. This is the best change to this mod. I was fairly confident after the new day, having a horrible time on day 1 learning how this thing works. I was like, it's gotta be good. They made the first one so good and useful. And then I was like, no, it sucks. And now I think we're back with this Blaze Forge, my boy. And also, the way the new Blaze cakes are crafted, I don't know if I've talked about this, but if we look up how this is crafted, it's liquid XP, easy, and a cake of blaze enchanting, which is an easier recipe. No longer need glow squid, just need sugar and eggs, both of which are craftable and automatable in the base create mod, and then lapis, which you can get a boatload of relatively quickly. Just like a quick mining spree, and you'll be good for a very long time here. That is incredible. I think I figured out how this mod works. This bad boy is going to take a very long time. I'll post a video about setting up this one shortly. It should be as easy as you would think. Disenchanter on the thing, grindstony on the thing. I'm also going to make a description of this mod because there is not a good one that is updated, so stay tuned for that. I can't believe this is going to work. We can, with our own books, duplicate our books, copy it over, bring it into a Blaze Forge. Honestly, we can do mending in a normal one. We just need book first. This thing, interesting, mending has to go on a super template. I guess that makes sense since it's a treasure enchantment. But for things like Aqua Affinity Silk Touch, they can go on basic loser ones, and we are all good. I might be crazy as long as we have a strategy with our mechanical arms and how they are bringing items in with like a clutch or something to make sure the book goes in first, at least for now. Then we may be able to do this with one Blaze Forger that we're just pumping in those blaze cakes into. I'm real excited for this. Stay tuned for future videos. This is going to be my little hyperfixation for the next week and a half. So I hope it is yours as well. If you want to learn more about the enchanting system, I'll leave links to the wiki and stuff in the description because that has helped me a lot figure out how the enchanting works. I may go into more detail on that, but honestly, if you just want prot, unbreaking, silk touch, sweeping edge, whatever, you just have to do a bunch of these. And I just thought about this. You can do all of that with the standard enchantments. And then let's see. I have, protection. Let's put protection on a book if we can. Automatically, you just need to enchant the simple, normal enchanting ones. It's cheaper that way. You duplicate it over here. You are good to go. And then you can hyper enchant it with these super enchanting templates, get it up to prot 5, you're good to go. This is awesome. I love this mod. I bet they're going to do some rebalancing. I don't know how much of this is on purpose. I feel like you should still be able to do normal enchanting on this thing, even when it's blue, but maybe you don't. But this is gonna work great. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you liked the video. Let me know in the comments if you did, because this is a weird one. And I will see you in the next tutorial walkthrough, whatever thing I'm doing on Create Enchantment Industries. All right, peace.